we have some shocking reports. I mean, it won't shock you if you follow this channel. This channel has oftentimes been the first to tell you all about Joe and Kamala and the feud between the two of them. Obviously, they hate each other. This seems to be boiling over out of just insider gossip and their staffs hating each other and them hating each other on stage. And it seems to be pushing ever more into a public feud, trying to figure out a way for them to actually break up. And they're trying to figure out a way to remove Kamala Harris as a vice president, according to one report. And Kamala Harris, according to other reports, is saying she will not appear with Joe Biden in public any longer. It's what you get when you have an administration that was manufactured. The entire thing was manufactured, right? There was a rigging of our systems inside of America. The rigging occurred with big tech combining with big business, combining with big government in order to cobble together something that was just poll tested for the American people. You put a little Kamala, put a little Joe Biden. Joe Biden's like the sleepy old man. Kamala Harris is the progressive young female, black woman. You know, liberal suburban white people will vote for the Obama years again. Progressive BLM people will like the Kamala Harris thing. She, fundraises for BLM marchers to get them out of jail. They put that all together and they mix it together in a laboratory. There's nothing real about the two of them. Everything is fake. Everything is illegitimate. You have to look at it with clear and open eyes. The White House rooms that they give press conferences on are fake. Their relationship is fake. They actually hate each other. That's evident, and we have all of the receipts. And we're going to show you some of the breaking news that says that they may not even last this term together. They hate each other so much because they're actively subverting each other. Again, this is what happens when you try and rig democracy, when you try and rig our elections, when you try to create phony, untrue, synthetic politics. You get this trash. Listen to this.
Kamala Harris looking for the lifeboats on Biden's sinking ship. That's an analogy. Apparently not wanting to put her future political ambitions in jeopardy, the VP has been quietly shunning joint public events with the big guy. She used to be by his side all the time, but now events between the two are on the decline. They reportedly appeared together 18 times in February, but just once in September and once in October. Dana, apparently she's unhappy because she didn't get any fun jobs. She's getting like crappy jobs. She wants to have fun.
Yeah. I don't know if she understood what the vice presidential role was, but with any story of a breakup or a will they or will they not break up, you have to ask who's breaking up with who. It is, I think, her team or somebody is putting out the story like this to say that she's like, whoa, I don't want to be a part of him. But don't you think it could be the exact opposite?
Right.
That the West Wing is saying, we don't want it. Like, hey, why don't you go and do this? In fact, yesterday, she put out the National Gender Strategy.
Yes.
Gender
Okay,
what?
Strategy.
National Gender Strategy.
Oh.
She's not going to Glasgow with the rest of the entire federal
she's gotta be
government,
tipped.
but they announced she will be going to France.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good.
They
To
should
be
get a hotel room.
determined if James Taylor is going with her.
Oh, there you go. So, Jesse, she failed at the border. So why does she get a second bite of the apple? Why should she?
Because they have a gender strategy, and that strategy is much more important than the border strategy.
And they gave it to a woman. How sexist is that?
Very sexist. I'll say it now, and I've said it before. She's the worst female vice president in American history.
Yeah,
right?
I back you on that.
I know, and everybody does. But Dana is right. It's like they're both avoiding each other because they don't want both of their bad poll numbers to rub off on each other. It's pretty funny. So her numbers are historically bad. Like she's less popular than Pence, than Gore, than Dick Cheney, than Joe Biden was when he was with Barack Obama. And now she's complaining like she's not getting great roles. Like she got the border. She went over to Asia to look at the supply chain crisis firsthand. And the only thing she came back was, oh, do your Christmas shopping early.
Some toys from China.
Right. So, and now she's traveling all over the country and she's pushing Biden's
I have a job for
agenda. And this would be like, Dana, permission to make a sports analogy?
Sure, of course.
This would be like a wide receiver that just dropped 3 passes and then complains to the press after the game that he's not getting the ball enough.
Odell Beckham.
She's blowing it. Every time she gets the ball, she blows it.
Quickly, she's being held hostage,
So that's Fox News yesterday openly describing and discussing the fact that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris straight up hate each other. Let's read the articles that say that as well. The New York Post right here. Joint public events between Harris and Biden decline amid falling poll numbers. Joe Biden, historically low poll numbers. Kamala Harris, historically low poll numbers. The appearances to a growing visible distance between Vice President Kamala Harris and President Joe Biden, their joint appearances together dropped from 38 in February to just 7 so far this month in Biden's rapidly declining poll numbers as the administration juggles several different crises from the border to the supply chain. The executive branch duo only appeared together in September during 9/11, and once in October, the anniversary of MLK's memorial dedication. The joint appearances are only a few out of 486 public events that Harris has participated in during the first 9 months on the job in the White House. Most recently, she's been traveling across the country to promote the Build Back Better agenda. She's been doing that alone. She's doing that alone. The White House denied the characterization, telling the Daily Mail, of course, that they doesn't tell the whole story. Okay, well, let me show you what does tell the whole story. Here's the last time that we have on video of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris together. Tell me if this looks natural to you. Tell me if this looks like a healthy experience to you. This is Kamala Harris's birthday. This is Joe Biden delivering flowers to Kamala Harris on her birthday.
Really?
Okay, first off, Kamala Harris wearing a mask alone in her office. Kamala Harris wearing a mask, sitting at her desk, alone in her office. That's how she spends all day. Is that how she spends all day? There's no way, because Kamala Harris doesn't even work here. Look at this. Look at these bare walls. Look at it. There's not even art on the walls. There's nothing going on in this office. Kamala Harris doesn't work out of this office. It's all fake. It's all fake. All of this is manufactured. It was cooked up in a laboratory. All of it is fake. It's illegitimate. It's not real. Joe Biden does press conferences from a fake White House in a studio. She just kissed him through a mask. They're both wearing masks. She goes, mwah. You didn't imagine that. That's what happened. Kamala Harris has missed 206 daily briefings. These are the briefings where you find out like what the terrorist threats are. Kamala Harris has just essentially blown those off. Why has Kamala Harris blown those off? Well, for a couple reasons. One, in order to do this with children at the vice president's house, this was far more important than a daily briefing on terrorism. It was to tell kids about to tell child actors about the craters in the moon.
I just love the idea of exploring the unknown. And then there's other things that we just haven't figured out or discovered yet. To think about so much that's out there that we still have to learn. Like, I love that. I love that. And so I'm very excited about the Space Council. We're going to learn so much as we increasingly, I think, are curious and interested in the potential for the discoveries and the work we can do in space. So that's one of the things I'm most excited about. But the other, you guys are gonna see. You're gonna literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes. Oh my goodness. With your own eyes, I'm telling you, it is gonna be unbelievable.
First off, these kids are child actors. We know that. These kids auditioned for this role. As I told you, everything in this White House is fake. The people are fake. The relationship with Kamala and Joe Biden is fake. The sets are fake. The children are fake. Everything is fake. These are child actors. 2, Kamala Harris, to my knowledge, she's not a mom, right? She's a stepmother. She's a stepmother, and she clearly has no idea how to talk to children. It's so weird. It's so awkward here. It's like watching someone who has no idea how to interact with anyone. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Kamala Harris makes Hillary Clinton look like a warm and maternal person. This is according to Jack Posobiec on Twitter this morning. Jack Posobiec says, Jill has been asking if there's a process to remove a sitting VP. So this is Jack Posobiec, who has some really great insight inside of the White House. So Kamala Harris said in a very cringy line, she says, I eat no for breakfast. And the internet, of course, made a perfect meme for that exact clip here.
I have a motto. I eat and drink no for breakfast. Don't hear it.
God bless you. May God bless America.
Perfect. They obviously are disgusted by each other in public. There is absolutely no love between them. There is no love of the country for them. They are making an embarrassment of themselves. They're making a mockery of this nation. They're kissing each other with masks on. They're behaving like infants. They're using child actors in fake White House sets. And now their poll numbers are at absolute historic lows. The entire country is humiliated by these two. It is time to ridicule them, make fun of them, meme them until they cry, and then meme them crying, and then drink their salty tears. And so it's time for us to make our voices known, to strip them of power, to rip away Congress from them, to rip away the legislative and investigative bodies, to start turning the investigative power of Congress on them, and to stand up as Americans and say, no, we're done with this trash. We see you, and we're now going to call you out. Thank you for watching. We are 100% independent news. Are you sick of being lied to? We certainly are. That's why we started this channel. But we can't do it without you. We can't keep going without your help. All we ask is that you click like and subscribe and share this video. It's free. And it keeps us going, it keeps us growing, and it keeps us getting the truth out there to break the rotted corporate media infrastructure that wants to lie to you every single day, wants to corrupt your narratives, your truth, your story, and your very society. So support us by clicking like, clicking subscribe, and thank you, Patriots.